Looking at the soul through a quantum model, we could see the soul as a collection of information. According to quantum information theory, information never disappears. It just changes form. Applying this to the soul, we could say that the soul, or information, continues to exist in the universe in some form even after physical death. This information might change into another dimension or form, allowing what we might think of as movement to heaven or hell. Chapter 1: The Soul in Christianity and Quantum Mechanics. In Christianity, ideas like the soul, heaven, and hell are directly connected to big questions about human existence. These concepts have been central to faith for centuries, influencing how people act and their understanding of the afterlife. On the other hand, quantum mechanics explains how the universe operates at the most basic level of matter and energy. What insights can we obtain when these two areas meet? One key idea in quantum mechanics is quantum entanglement. This means that even if two particles are far apart, the state of one particle can instantly affect the state of the other. If we think about judgment, heaven, and hell in this sight, we might imagine that all human actions and thoughts are connected through quantum entanglement, affecting each other and the afterlife too. In other words, our every action might be recorded at a fundamental level of the universe, and this information could be read at the moment of judgment from a quantum perspective. Looking at the soul through a quantum model, we could see the soul as a collection of information. According to quantum information theory, information never disappears. It just changes form. Applying this to the soul, we could say that the soul, or information, continues to exist in the universe in some form even after physical death. This information might change into another dimension or form, allowing what we might think of as movement to heaven or hell. Also, by applying the principle of quantum superposition to the soul, we can entertain the idea that the soul could experience multiple possibilities in the afterlife at the same time. This means that the soul might not be limited to one state, but could be in a quantum state where it experiences both heaven and hell simultaneously. Judgment could then be seen as the process where this quantum superposition collapses into one state. This quantum approach can offer a fresh interpretation of traditional Christian beliefs about the soul, heaven, and hell. By using the principles of quantum mechanics, we can reach a deeper understanding of the universe, life, and the afterlife, bridging the conversation between science and religion more smoothly. Chapter 2: Understanding Reincarnation and Buddhism through Quantum Mechanics. In Buddhism, reincarnation is about life continuing in a different form after death. Linking this ancient idea with quantum mechanics, especially the concepts of quantum entanglement and the conservation of information, is a modern way science approaches spiritual question. Quantum mechanics explains quantum entanglement as two particles being connected, even when they are far apart. If you change the state of one particle, the other particle changes instantly, suggesting that information can be shared instantly beyond time and space. In terms of reincarnation, this idea of entanglement could explain how life continues in a flow. The transition between death and rebirth could be understood through the conservation and transfer of quantum information, implying that the essence of being can be preserved beyond physical form as information. Rebirth in Buddhism is a key part of reincarnation and is influenced by one's actions and intentions, or karma. From a quantum information theory perspective, we can see karma as a set of information that can be transferred beyond death into a new life. The principle of quantum information conservation says that information never disappears, it only transforms. Applying this to reincarnation, a person's karma and experiences don't end at death, but are transferred to the next life as quantum information. This process could be explained through quantum entanglement, suggesting that the continuity of existence can be maintained through quantum interactions. Considering this interaction between quantum mechanics and Buddhism, we can't just dismiss reincarnation and rebirth as myths or religious beliefs. Instead, we can understand them in connection with the fundamental principles of the universe, which could fundamentally change our understanding of death and what comes after. Viewing reincarnation through quantum mechanics blurs the lines between the physical and spiritual worlds, allowing for a new understanding of the continuity of existence. Chapter 3: A Quantum Mechanics Approach to Death and the Afterlife. When we talk about death and what comes after, we often think of it as something spiritual far from science. But quantum mechanics, a theory that pushes the boundaries of science, offers a new way to look at these topics. It's especially interesting to explore how the concepts of life after death in religion relate to quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics introduced us to the idea that particles not observed can exist in many states at once. Similarly, the state after death could also be seen as holding various possibilities. Much like the quantum state, the religious journey of the soul, like moving to heaven or hell, or reincarnation. As Buddhism suggests, shows similarities to the quantum state of being in various states at once. This means that after death, instead of one single outcome, there could be diverse possibilities at the same time. The way we act in life, especially our pursuit of wealth and glory, or our good and bad deeds, can influence our state of existence in the future. A concept common in religion. In quantum mechanics, every action or event affects the state of quantum superposition, changing the probabilities for future possibilities. So, every human action could potentially influence the conditions and form of judgment, or reincarnation after death. This quantum mechanical approach brings religion and scientific explanation closer together. Whether or not the afterlife as religion describes exists, quantum mechanics interprets these concepts in scientific language, helping us understand the fundamental truths of the universe. This quantum approach helps reinterpret our notions of death and what comes after, offering deep insights into life, death, and beyond. Today, in our second session of Quantum Beyond, we looked at how quantum mechanics offers interpretations of the afterlife as described by major religions. The harmony between quantum mechanics and religion is still in its early stages, and there's room to listen to other arguments as well. This is the same in Science Catch.